So we were talking, I was telling you about the prevertebral and the pretracheal fascia. Because of the, a bit of discontinuity or spacing of these, and whatever is the reason that you will study in the HNF, actually they extend to the superior mediastinum. They are the fascia of the neck, but they extend till here. So that there is, and also that there is a bit of space, in the superior mediastinum. So it gives room, that is place, for a tumor to grow here. If the tumor is growing, then there is space. What? Because all these are muscular structures, okay? Muscular structures, okay? Arteries and veins also have the muscle wall. Trachea and esophagus also have the muscle wall. So, because these are the muscular structures, they get compressed easily. And as a result of which, so accordingly the effect is seen. Means what? If there is pressure on this recurrent laryngeal nerve, what will happen? Dysphonia will happen. If there is pressure on the esophagus, then what will happen? Dysphagia will happen. Person will not be able to swallow things. Okay. If it is on the trachea, then there will be dyspnea. म्हणजे त्याला श्वास घेण्यासाठी प्रॉब्लेम होणार, because it is partly obstructed. Okay. So this you have to remember: dysphagia, dysphonia, and dyspnea. And this is also known as the mediastinal syndrome. When you see, if there is a tumor growing and all these features are seen, D, then they call it as, yes, can anyone tell me? Okay, one more thing. So if the larynx is above the trachea, if compression of larynx is happening, the person will not able to speak. Then what will happen? Dysphonia. Oh, I am sorry. I went wrong. It is actually NIA. Sorry. The person will not able to speak even because of the compression of the larynx as well. So that is in the neck, of course, but then this is connecting, the tumor likewise. So this is called as the mediastinal syndrome. This is called as the mediastinal syndrome or mediastinal compression syndrome. You can call it anyways. Okay, a very important thing. Neck tumors, in that you have all this. So, okay, so we discussed about neoplasms, which are common, inflammatory, and there is a dead space, because of which there can be place for the tumor to grow. And now whatever structures are there, sabka cancer hota hai. So bronchogenic cancer can happen in the division of the bronchia. Because why? I will tell you. See, you can just see that. See, this is the T4 level, right? T4 level, where there is sternal angle. And this is the level where trachea divides into two bronchi. So, from the superior mediastinum, the bronchi will start. Okay, here, in the anterior, here. Okay, lungs आजू-बाजू में ना, ये mediastinum के ये और वो side में lungs है, as we saw in the definition yesterday. So, trachea ends here and bronchi starts. So, if there is a bronchogenic carcinoma in the proximal part of the bronchi, then what will happen? Yes, there can be, it can lead to mediastinal syndrome as well. Okay, if there is Hodgkin's disease, because of the Hodgkin's disease enlargement of the mediastinal lymph nodes, then also it can happen. If there is aneurysm of this arch of aorta or the proximal part of the descending aorta, thoracic aorta, aneurysm means what? It will get swollen, dilated, unusual dilatation. Means what? If this is the artery, aorta, like this. So unusual dilatation. That is called as aneurysm. So if there is aortic descending thoracic aorta का अगर aneurysm है, that can also cause compression here. Okay, एवढी जागा नसते. Just for diagrammatic purpose I have drawn this, but there is no such a lot of space as we are drawing. Okay, I'm not good at drawing that much. So okay, so this was about roughly about the applied aspect of this part. Okay, before I show you the cross section of the superior mediastinum, that is of the thoracic inlet structures and contents, I'll tell you that I was telling you that at T4 level, that is at the sternal angle level, what happens? Yes, I was telling you that. Absolutely, I was telling you that there is division of the trachea, and there are some important things and happening at the level of the sternal angle. I will enumerate one by one and then I will tell you. I see there are almost just a minute. There are almost 10 to 12 things happening at T4 level. That is the sternal angle, also known as angle of Lewis. Angle of Lewis at the T4 level. So, what all things are happening here you need to know. See, here the arch of aorta starts and ends. म्हणजे काय? Suppose a T4 इथून सुरू झालं इथे संपलं. This way. And then descending thoracic artery. Continues as descending thoracic artery. Second, yes, can anyone tell me? Okay, you use this point as a point of reference or landmark to count the ribs. Okay, count the ribs. To count the ribs. Okay, you will learn this in clinical medicine. Then it separates the superior and inferior mediastinum. Right, we saw in the diagram. It separates the superior and inferior mediastinum. Then arch of aorta इथे सुरू झालं. Arch of aorta इथे संपलं आणि संपल्यानंतर what starts? Descending thoracic aorta or descending aorta, simply you can say. Okay. Then, as I already told you, trachea divides into two bronchi, left and right. Okay, left and right. Then trachea divides into the two principal bronchi. Then a zygous vein arches over. This you will learn in the structures which reflect on the mediastinal structures which reflect on the lung. Okay, at that time you will learn about this. A zygous vein arches over the root of right lung. What is the root of lung? What is hilum of lung? All this we will discuss. Okay, of the right lung. So right lung के ऊपर क्या रिफ्लेक्शन है? अजाइगस वेन का आर्चिंग. लेफ्ट वेन पे क्या है? आर्च ऑफ एओर्टा का आर्चिंग. Okay, you will learn this in that. And there are also that pulmonary trunk also divides at this level. Just now I showed you in the diagram. Pulmonary trunk also divides at this level. Cardiac plexus is present, someone is saying. Absolutely correct. I did not wanted to mention, I wanted to mention it in the end because I have one diagram where I can show you where are the cardiac plexus so that you can correlate that what it is and where it is. Because just telling the names is of no use. As I told you, I believe in diagrams. Okay, cardiac plexus are also present at the same level and it marks the upper limit of the base of the heart. Base of the heart is behind. Even base of urinary bladder is behind. Okay, base of the heart म्हणजे base म्हणजे खालचा भाग नव्हे. Base म्हणजे मागचा भाग. Okay, so what it is given in the textbook says that it marks the upper limit of the base because इधर से क्या start होता है? T4 level के नीचे, the imaginary line के नीचे से inferior mediastinum. So that is the base, this base और ये base के upper limit it is marked by this T4 level. So all these things are happening. You can, I take a photograph, it is given in the textbook also, but this is a very important and very important viva question. So thorax का अगर viva है और examiner is bored of asking the heart and lungs to the students in the in the soft organ viva, he will definitely ask you this. Or in the bones also, if he hands over you the sternum, definitely he will ask this question because so many applied aspects are related to this point of discussion and so you should know all that. Okay, now coming back to our discussion, we were talking about, yes, what we were talking about? we were talking about the superior mediastinum. So now I will share with you that cross-sectional diagram, and I will explain you how is that diagram, what is the orientation, so that you get acquainted with the diagram. It's a very beautiful diagram, one of my favorite diagrams, and I often use this diagram in the WhatsApp quiz which we had for our batch and your batch as well. So it is just fun, so many names the person has to recall, this person has to connect with, and then likewise. Now I start with the pen here, and see, this is the, just a minute. Yeah. So see, here you have what happened, this is now working. See, this is the anterior aspect, this is the posterior aspect. This is the right aspect and this is the left aspect. You can see the vertebra here. Now this is the inlet of thorax. Inlet of thorax किधर से शुरू होता है? As you all know, yes, it starts at T1, T2 level. Okay, T1, T2 level. Neck खत्म हुआ, thorax शुरू हुआ. Okay, so this is the C. Now, see, these are the lungs on the either side. Okay, I will show it with the pointer. See, this is left lung, this is right lung. तो ये बीच में क्या होगा? Mediastinal space. All this is mediastinal space. And we are viewing above what? Above T4 level of the vertebrae. That is T4 level above the vertebrae, that is above the sternal angle. तो हमको ये सब क्या दिख रहा है? Superior mediastinum के contents. Now, your first landmark is, you have to draw this boundary of the thoracic cavity. That is the rib cage. This is the left and right limb. Okay. And then you are supposed to draw this sternum and then the vertebrae. ये vertebrae इतना decorative बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can simply draw, two-dimensionally. I would have shown, actually I am not having my notebook here. So otherwise I would have shown you my diagram which I tried to simplify. And in the old book it is given very beautifully, in the old edition of BDC or any other, you can refer book at last. So see this. So first you draw this becomes your landmark. Then you draw the left and right lung. ठीक है, ये इतना, you don't have to be very much accurate. You just draw it, only that the shape should be there. It is like the bean shape and it is more of triangular. Okay, it is more of triangular. Now you draw the trachea. Now before that, first you draw the esophagus because it is the most posterior content. Okay, here. Now you will say aorta नहीं है, तो aorta किधर से आएगा भैया? aorta किधर शुरू होता है? किधर? T4 level है, sternal angle पे. तो उसके ऊपर क्या है? उसके branches है. Can you imagine that diagram? The one which I showed you previously. Should I show it again? Wait, I'll show you. So first you draw the esophagus, then you draw the trachea, and wait, I'll show you that diagram. See, if it is better if you have the textbook with you so that it becomes, see this diagram. Yes, what do you see in this diagram? Absolutely, I'll show you with the color, yellow color. Okay, see this, we are taking a section roughly at this place. Sorry, at this place. तो ये इधर कहीं से तो आ रहा है, this left brachial vein, okay, a right brachial vein, ठीक है, and you have the three branches of the aorta, left common carotid, left subclavian artery, and the brachiocephalic artery. Okay, so and you see the trachea and the esophagus also. Are you getting? You are taking a section this way. Now ये सामने से देख रहे हो, that we are observing from behind. Okay, the cross-sectional diagram. It is very fun in learning this. You have to correlate everything like a puzzle, and you can solve it easily and remember it also. So coming back to the description, see, this was anterior, this is posterior, this is right, and this is left. Okay, so you saw, we talked about the thorax, first you have to draw this, then you came to trachea, then you did with esophagus or brachiocephalic artery, he has mentioned simultaneously. See, so what is happening? The person is facing in front like this. and you have cut him and you are observing from behind. So what will happen? उसके right में, तो what was that diagram? Say I will draw it very shortly for you here. See, this was the diagram. So this was the left side and this was the right side in that diagram. So this right brachiocephalic, either right brachiocephalic vein bhi tha. I don't want to make it congested, you understand. On this right side, you had the right brachiocephalic vein also, and on the left side here you have the left brachiocephalic vein. Now right brachiocephalic vein के साथ क्या है? ये brachiocephalic artery which further goes and divides into right subclavian and right cornea. So what you can see, this I am showing you with the pointer, brachiocephalic artery on the right side. See, this is the right side. This is the right side. Okay, I have shown it in this direction. Okay, this is the right brachiocephalic artery. Only one brachiocephalic artery, no? So you do not mention right or left. And with that, what is there? Right brachiocephalic vein. Can you see? Yes. See this right brachiocephalic vein. Correct? और उसके opposite side में क्या है? Left common carotid, left brachiocephalic vein and left subclavian. Can you see this? Yes. Now left subclavian vein. Okay. Now see, there are three tubes. You have to remember like this. There are three tubes. Okay. One is esophagus, second is trachea, and third is thoracic duct. Okay, third is thoracic duct. See this, thoracic duct. Okay, just when we will see thoracic duct in detail, at that time you will see the course. So at this level it is next to, it is just next to the esophagus. So you covered what? You covered the main structures of the mediastinum. The three structures, three tubular structures, and the arteries and the veins. Now what comes? You come in the anterior part. Okay, come here, anterior part. See this, anterior part. Now what you have, just behind the sternum you will have the muscles. Which muscles? Correct, sternohyoid and sternothyroid. When you will learn in neck, at that time you will understand better. Sternohyoid means from sternum to the hyoid bone, ऊपर की तरफ. Sternothyroid means sternum से thyroid की तरफ. Hyoid bone ऊपर है, thyroid gland नीचे है. So these are the strap muscles of the neck. They have clinical significance in forensic medicine in the cases of strangulation, in the cases of lynching. Recently we have heard about the news of lynching, and also in hanging. In the case of strangulation, or where there is a scene of what you call as homicide, that is someone else killed, okay, like a murder. In that case you will find bruises over, the bruise pattern is different. Okay, the muscles will be bleeding, and likewise it is all given in detail in the forensic medicine. Right now you just need to know that these are the strap muscles and applied anatomy is related likewise. Then we saw the internal thoracic artery just now. Left side में left है, right side में right है. Just now we saw it in detail today, right and left thoracic artery. Then what comes next is the, behind this what you have, the remnants of thymus gland. Because thymus starts degenerating over age, so this is remnants of thymus gland, and behind that you have the inferior thyroid veins. They will, now thyroid, when we will discuss in HNF, you will understand that it is drained by superior thyroid veins, inferior thyroid veins, middle thyroid vein, and there is one more vein that is called as vein of Koch. Okay, that you will know, at that time we will discuss, but you need to remember inferior thyroid veins, mostly they drain the inferior part of the thyroid gland and they continue here. Okay, and they go and merge to what and why, and that all you see later on. Okay, and so this is about the structures in the anterior aspect. What all? First you see the strap muscles, behind that you have the thymus, and behind that you have the inferior thyroid veins. Now you have the, and also on the either side you have the internal thoracic arteries, left and right. We already discussed how is the reflection seen. Okay, now coming to the nerves. Okay, now coming to the nerves. See, right vagus nerve, left vagus nerve. Okay, left phrenic nerve. Actually there is and right phrenic nerve. Okay, you just need to recall, and left recurrent laryngeal nerve. Okay, left recurrent laryngeal nerve. These are the four nerves. And in the posterior you need to remember, posterior है ये costal region में है, I mean costal in the sense thorax में है, तो you will have the first posterior thoracic intercostal vein, that is this section is between the T1 and T2 vertebrae, that is in the, yes, absolutely correct, first intercostal space. So first posterior intercostal vein, superior intercostal artery, first thoracic nerve, and the sympathetic trunk or the chain. We had shown this sympathetic trunk when you end the thorax and when you go down in the diaphragm, you had seen, you remember, the sympathetic trunk, they were along the medial arcuate ligament, right? Yeah. So, and this is a longus colli muscle. If you remember, it's okay. If you don't, that is also okay. So, what you have to remember from this diagram, I will very shortly tell you how to remember the things. If you like it, you take it. Otherwise, you can have your own mnemonic. See, first you drew this thoracic outlet. Okay, the inlet. I mean, you first draw the boundaries. Okay, then you draw the lungs. Then you talk about the three tubes, tubular structures. Then you draw the blood vessels, main blood vessels, okay, main. That is the vein and the artery, blood vessels main. Then you draw the anterior structures, four structures we saw along with the artery. Ye strap muscles, thymus, inferior thyroid veins and the, yes correct, internal thoracic artery. So these are the four structures in the anterior, and then you came to the posterior. And posterior may also you have four structures. Very simple to remember. I take a screenshot of this and I'll send you. Okay. This is boundaries. You also take a screenshot if you want. Okay. So it is very simple. It is very simple. Okay. It is very simple. So hope you have understood. I am able to make you orient the diagram. Again I say it is anterior. अरे ये क्या हो रहा है रे? This is the anterior, this is the posterior, this is the left and this is the right. You have taken a cross section. सामने वाला बंदा किधर देख रहा है? इस तरफ देख रहा है. Okay. So now superior mediastinum. We already discussed the applied anatomy. Oh sorry, just a minute. We already discussed the applied anatomy. Now you come to the posterior mediastinum. Very important part of the posterior mediastinum. See, after the discussion, you go and see your textbook, or if you have the PDF or the atlas, you will have a better idea of whatever I am saying. Posterior mediastinum, what we saw, where is the diagram? Just a minute, I will show you. See, posterior diagram, mediastinum, ये T4 से लेके T12 तक पूरा है. Understanding? See this. From here to here. So the posterior structures of the superior mediastinum, listen to me very carefully. The posterior structures of the superior mediastinum will continue in the posterior mediastinum of the inferior mediastinum. ये नीचे के inferior mediastinum वाले posterior mediastinum में superior mediastinum के posterior structures will continue. So you can recall what was the most posterior structure next to the vertebra. Of course, esophagus. Then the, yes, correct. Yes, of course, it was the trachea. But trachea तो इधर T4 पे divide हो जाएगा. So what structure you will have? Yes, what structure you will have here? Of course, correct. It is the divided principal bronchi. Okay, I will show you that diagram. And then what else you can have? Yes, you will have the descending aorta. You remember it was coming outside of the thoracic cavity at the T12 level. So it was in the posterior aspect. Esophagus T10 level in the posterior aspect. So these are the structures. Okay, again the thoracic duct also in the posterior aspect. So I will share that diagram with you on the screen so that it becomes a comparative diagram which will help you understand what is the posterior knee. Before that, I will show you the diagram from the textbook given in the chapter of mediastinum. See this, what you can see. I'll show you with the pointer. See the esophagus. I'm sorry. The esophagus, the trachea and the arch of aorta ये आगे से पीछे जाती है, correct? आगे से पीछे जाती है. And the pulmonary trunk. See, do you remember the diagram of superior mediastinum? Whatever we pointed out dotted in the pericardium, we showed the pulmonary trunk dotted because it is behind the pericardial sac. We showed the esophagus dotted because it is behind the pericardial sac. This gets divided at angle of Lewis and trachea. All this is happening at the angle of Lewis, sorry. As you know, angle of Lewis. So all this is the content of posterior mediastinum. What he says, the structures present in the superior, middle and posterior mediastinum. So here middle mediastinum, no, not this middle is wrong. Don't consider this. This is not there. Middle is not correct. Superior and posterior mediastinum. Okay. Yes. So this why he has, why he says middle, because this pulmonary trunk arises from the pericardium. Absolutely. Pulmonary veins enter the pericardium. So he says middle. Okay, not an issue. So you can see this thoracic duct, esophagus, descending thoracic aorta, arch of aorta, that is this part, arch of aorta cross section you see. Okay, can you see this, and the azygous vein. Okay, so now I will show you that comparative diagram which I wanted to show you for the thoracic, the posterior mediastinal aspect, so that your doubt is clear, your concept is clear, more of sort. And where is that diagram? Just a minute. See, I will first show you the lower aspect diagram, then we will go to the higher aspect. नीचे से ऊपर जाएंगे. See, what do you see at T3 level? See, first, again I will make you oriented with the diagram. ये है anterior. For all the three diagrams, this is common. This is posterior, this is right, and this is left. See, what you see at T3 level, at T5 level, at T8 level. Now, this diagram is not of our use for posterior mediastinum. Okay, this is for superior mediastinum. These two diagrams are correct for posterior mediastinum, T5 and T8. Okay, T5 and T8. Okay, so we have just 10 minutes, we will finish up fast, we can finish it. So now I will use the pointer. See what you can see here. See in 5th thoracic vertebrae level, this middle diagram. As I told you, see, this is the trachea with the left and right principal bronchi. Then the esophagus, then vena azygos, then thoracic duct and descending aorta. Are you understanding? And at T8 level, this is the scene. What is this in front? Yes, it is the pericardial sac. It is the middle mediastinum of the inferior mediastinum. Understanding what I want to say? When you will learn individually thoracic duct, when you will individually learn vena azygos, or that is azygos vein, at that time you will understand. See, at T8 level thoracic duct is more on the left side, middle and left side. But at the T5 level it has come to the, yes, in front of, in the middle. And in that diagram, the first cross section which I showed you for superior mediastinum, thoracic duct was on which aspect? It was on the left side of the esophagus. So from right to left, how it goes, it crosses at which level, what not, all that is given, all that we will discuss when we will be talking individually about the azygos vein, thoracic duct and descending aorta. Okay, you take this photograph for the diagram, and so you understand, no, ये जो T3 के स्ट्रक्चर है वो नीचे कंटिन्यू हो रहा है. तो डिसेंडिंग आर्च ऑफ अयोटा किधर से शुरू होती है, किससे शुरू होती है? आर्च ऑफ अयोटा से. आर्च ऑफ अयोटा गिव्स ब्रांचेस टू दीज थ्री. तो ऊपर दीज थ्री ब्रांचेस विल बी देयर एंड बिलो descending thoracic aorta will be there. Understood? Now we discuss about these. Two detailed diagrams I have for the posterior mediastinum. If you draw, you will get good marks. It is not just about marks, you will understand the concept also very well. So now I will talk to you about, yes, just a minute, see this diagram. Yes, see this is at T4 level. We saw the diagrams in the previous diagram, T3, T5 and T8. See, this is at T4 level. Can you see? I have already underlined it in my textbook. T4 level. What do you see? See, I told you at the T4 level what will happen? Trachea will divide. तो T4 level कोई एक plane नहीं है, ठीक है ना? It's a 3-dimensional structure. तो just इधर नीचे जाने के बाद क्या हो जाएगा? The trachea will divide. Okay, you can very beautifully see the arch of aorta here. ये इधर से शुरू हुआ और इधर खत्म हो गया, and here below it will continue as what? Absolutely correct, descending thoracic aorta. And here you remember that diagram of the vein I had shown to you. I'll draw it in. See, this was the heart. Superior mediastinum wala diagram I had shown to you, and with the blue color I will show you. Like this, you had the vein. You remember the first diagram we discussed for superior mediastinum. So see this. Can you see this? What is this? Superior vena cava. Idhar continue hoega. See, this is at the T4 level, no, where this all starts. See here, this is, you cannot see the right and left brachiocephalic vein. Why? Because ये ऊपर है, and the level of this diagram is here. Are you understanding? I will show it in green. The level of diagram is here. So you will see what? Just SVC, that is superior vena cava. You cannot see the left and right brachiocephalic veins. Understood? Yes. So you see the thymus, manubrium, arch of aorta. Again you see the level, see the course of right phrenic and left phrenic. You see the course of left vagus and right vagus. And you need to correlate them with the diagram where the one you saw in the first cross section for the superior mediastinum. How? See this at T4 level. Where is the thoracic duct? It is on the left side. Just now we were seeing it was here. Where? In T5 and T8 level. Matlab, the structure is coming from right to left. I hope you are getting the orientation of this diagram. See, this is anterior, this is posterior, this is right, and this is left. Okay, right and left. So, and this, what my dear friend was saying, cardiac plexus. Of course, cardiac plexus will supply the heart. तो आर्च ऑफ एओर्टा के जस्ट नीचे क्या है? कार्डियक, दैट पेरिकार्डियल सैक, एंड उधर ही क्या है? ऑन द व्हाट यू कैन से इज ऑन द posterolateral aspect of the arch of aorta you have this cardiac plexus. Understanding? Yes. Now I will tell you one more diagram about posterior mediastinum, and then we shall stop because we discussed with all those things. Just a minute. Where is that diagram? 1 minute. Yeah, see this. See this. This is T5 level. Okay. T5 level. So what you can see, now you cannot say, अरे ये T5 level पे है तो इधर pulmonary trunk का division कैसे हो गया? यहाँ पे how trachea is dividing into right and left. Okay, this cannot happen and what not. See, it is the T4 level of the vertebra, it is there. From T4 to T5, you see the previous diagram and this diagram, you will understand that these structures are just one above the other, very closely arranged. See, descending aorta means what? Here, it has just started here. So, in the previous diagram, you saw arch of aorta, uske just नीचे. So, Lewis angle, the imaginary plane है, so you understand, थोड़ा thickness उसका है, such that you have all these structures, all these incidences happening at the sternal angle. That is division of the trachea, division of the pulmonary trunk, division of the arch of aorta का starting and ending. So rest all the things are same. See azygous vein, again you can see the course here, how it is, why it is. We will discuss when we are talking individually. And this you can see the pulmonary trunk, it is dividing here, and left and right phrenic vein you can see the course. Right vagus and left vagus you can see the course, and this left recurrent laryngeal nerve you can see the course. You can see the course of thoracic duct, esophagus, and all these structures. Same, everything is same. Only position आगे पीछे हो रहा है. So we will produce such kind of models so that we can easily understand these concepts in Sushrut wannabes so that we can have, and it is an expectation that you guys do it because you people are learning first year right now, so it will be convenient for you to, and it will be beneficial to you when you are putting up into a model, and likewise things can be made easy. Of course now resources may not be available, so once you come here, but till then you can plan what structure what you will make, I mean using which structure you will make which anatomical structure. So this is the discussion about the posterior mediastinum. I have already discussed about the applied anatomy, so I stop the discussion. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.